Good morning. Welcome to our next installment of the Sermon on the Mount series. And today we're looking at Matthew chapter 5, verses 33 through 37. Jesus says here, "Again, ye have heard that it hath been said by them of old time, Thou shalt not forswear thyself, but shalt perform unto the Lord thine oaths. But I say unto you, swear not at all, neither by heaven, for it is God's throne, nor by the earth, for it is his footstool, neither by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great King. Neither shalt thou swear by thine head, because thou canst not make one hair white or black. But let your communication be yea, yea, nay, nay. For whatsoever is more than these cometh of evil." Now, Jesus, in typical fashion, straight to the point, he doesn't mince words. And he's telling us here, in short, just give a straight answer. Quit dancing around the question and just tell it the way it is. He's continuing to address certain cultural norms that have started to get out of control here, and he's quoting Isaiah 66 and Psalm 48 here to demonstrate scriptural justification for his disagreement with this practice and what it appears that is happening. And we see many of these same issues in our culture today here in America. And what he's saying, or what we're seeing here, is a practice of using oaths in the course of common discussion instead of just saying it straight. Take, for instance, you're talking about the weather, and instead of just saying, "It's raining pretty hard outside right now," they would say something to the effect of, by the gates of heaven is it ever raining outside. It cheapens what God has given us as a promise, and it cheapens him. And that's never okay. And God is very particular about how people treat him, and he's to be treated, him and his heaven is to be treated with the utmost reverence and respect. And the people of this time, they were cheapening these things that God has called us to revere. And to go even further, it also appears that people would use oaths to convince other people of the verity of their words. So instead of just giving a straight answer, when asked a direct question, they would try to dance around the truth and dance around the point to try to subvert the truth, or to just kind of obfuscate what it is that the individual who's asking the question is trying to find out. And Jesus is pretty direct about this sort of thing. In verse 37, he says, "Let your communication be yea, yea, nay, nay. For whatsoever is more than these cometh of evil." So what he's saying is, yes or no. Give a straight answer. If you can't give a straight answer, then maybe you need to rethink what it is that you're actually doing. Because if you're not going to give a straight answer, Jesus says this comes of evil. Not of the evil one, meaning the devil, but this comes straight of evil. So it's important And Jesus would even make it this clear that anything other than a straight answer doesn't come from God. And so if it's not coming from God, it's coming from another source. And if you're trying to hide something, that's evil. Jesus is again straight to the point here. And we in our modern society aren't that much better off, if not worse off. I'm reminded of a politician back in the 90s who, when asked a direct question about a particular situation, his response was, "It depends on what the definition of is." That was definitely falling in line with this passage here. That was not a straight answer. And that came straight from evil, according to Jesus. Regardless of how you feel about this particular politician, it's irrelevant to the discussion. Jesus says anything that comes more from than just yes, yes, or no, no, it comes from evil. And so, where does that put us? Okay, if you're not a Christian tonight, or to this morning, then I invite you to accept Christ into your life. He will give you the courage and the will to just start giving straight answers. Because that's what he wants. He wants cleanliness in every aspect of what we do. And if you're a Christian this morning and you're finding that your answers aren't really coming through straight, and maybe this is something that you're seeing in your life that you need to change, then let's get it cleaned up. Folks, especially if you're a Christian, let's clean this thing up. We have a nation that we love, and we want our nation to be blessed. We want our nation to be blessed of God. So let's clean it up. And let's start making a difference, not only in our own lives, but in the lives of the people that watch us. Because I guarantee you, those that are not Christians, they're watching our lives. And if we can't even give a simple, straight answer, then maybe we need to go back to the cross. And we need to renew our experience in God. And rededicate our lives to Jesus Christ. And as always, we love you. And God loves you. We're praying for you. Have a fantastic week in the Lord.